All right, cool. So we're recording. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is our second call of our December's Coach Basics. And tonight we're really going to be focusing on Facebook because there are millions and millions of people on Facebook. So when I hear a coach say, well, I'm from a small town, or I don't know a lot of people, or I don't have a lot of friends, or I went to high school and no one liked me, or, excuses that they give me, I'm like, please, there are millions and millions of people on Facebook just like you that was looking for, either health and fitness or looking for a way out of their job. There's people exactly like you out there, and it's kind of like our job to find those people. And I pretty much built 98% of my business right on Facebook. I had no clue what I was doing on Facebook. I never posted before I became a coach. I was a person that stalked other people's Facebook pages. I never posted pictures, nothing. So when my coach Lisa told me I had to post, I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? It was just more of a barrier for me since I was so shy that I just had to kind of get over it. And now I tell people like, hey, if you can make $100,000 a year posting on Facebook, would you do it? I hope you would say, hell yes. Because yes, if I did it in 3 years, you guys can definitely do it in 3 years. We all start at the same level at being absolutely clueless on what to do, and we just kind of work our way up. So I'm going to, I think, share my screen first and go over some like really basic info on how Facebook is set up. All right, let me go here. All right, so this is good old Facebook on your phone. In our team page, we have a lot of information in the file section. If you're on a phone, all you have to do is click the picture on the phone, and then you can be able to kind of get to the file section. So in the file section, there is just a ton of information. I would like say just scroll through it one day just so you kind of know where to find certain things. Like there's a lot of meal planning stuff in here. There's like coaches email for new coaches, or you could just use the one that we send to you. There's tax information, Shakeology recipes, and then every team call that we have done is recorded in here. So if you're looking for something maybe about a like page, or do's and don'ts of social media, or how to find your target niche on Instagram, we've had a lot of topics, a lot of different guest speakers on. So this is really a great place to find, why didn't they save? To find information that you're like specifically looking for. And then also in our team page, there's this search bar here. You can only do it on a computer. You can't do this through your phone. But say someone asks you a question like, is there gluten in Shakeology? You can search for it in our team page. And you'll see a whole bunch of other people asking about glutens in Shakeology. And there's all tons of comments and questions that you can get information from. And this is what Beachbody tells us too. Also, we get, pregnancy with Shakeology. That's a big topic too. And of course, our team is mostly women, so we know our stuff on that. So look through it here. So if you ever have a question and your upline's not around or something and you want to search for it yourself, you can definitely search it in here. I'm just seeing where I want to go next. So you can always like favorite to stay organized on Facebook, because you're going to start be like adding into a lot of groups. Like you have Team Arise, and like once you start having challenge groups, you're going to have your challenge groups, their groups, and then you have your Coach Basics group. So what you can do is if you go into the group section here, if you just click on more, you'll see I belong to a crap load of groups, and it gets kind of overwhelming. But you can favorite them. So like I have December Coach Basics added to my favorites. That way in the morning, that's pretty much the first thing I go to. So it's right here, so I can find it. So it's always kind of at the top over here. Let's start off with just adding friends. So adding friends is something you want to be doing five people per day. And the way that you can do that is really simple. Sometimes Facebook will even say, hey, do you know so-and-so? Or, you might have like 20 friends in common with this person. Do you want to be friends with them? But you can just go to your page, go to friends, go to find friends, and then like they'll give you a list of people that you might know. But then you could also, search by your hometown, current city, high school, college, mutual friends, past employers. And I say if you have 10 or plus friends with like friends in common with other people, it's definitely like okay to send them a friend request. Even if you don't know them, or maybe they're from high school and you never talked to them a day in your life, or maybe they were like the mean girl in high school and you're like, just add them as a friend, because honestly people have changed from that point. For me it's like, I don't even know, way more than 10 years. And you really don't know who will be watching you on Facebook. A lot of people won't comment, they won't like, they won't show you any inkling that they're following you, but then like one magical day they message you and you're like, where did this person come from? It's just because you added them as a friend and they were secretly stalking you. So for me, like Maureen Hazel, I don't know who she is. We have 17 people in common. I'll add her as a friend. So I'll do 5 people like that per day. And then what you want to do after you add 5 people as a friend, you want to make sure that they actually become your friend, because some people don't want to be. And you know what? I don't care. That's okay. I'm moving on to my next 5 people. But what you want to do is make sure that you unsend that friend request. Sorry, I kind of did that fast. So you're on your page. You go into View Activity Log. You click on More, and then you click on Friends. And then it will say, today I sent Maureen a friend request. And she still didn't accept, which is okay because that was only 5 minutes ago. I sent April Burke a friend request on December 12th, and check, friend. Cool, so she accepted. So that's good. But sometimes you'll get people, let me see if I can find one, that if you click over on their name and it won't say accept. I'll go back to this one. So say like for Maureen, it is next week and she still didn't accept my friend request. Most people are on Facebook at least one time per hour. So I know she saw it. She doesn't want to be my friend, no big deal. So all I do is hover over this friend request sent and click on cancel request. And then that way you don't have a backlog of people that you're adding, because sometimes Facebook will see if you like say you have 20 friend requests sent out and all those people did not accept your friend request, then they might think you're spamming people. So that's why we say only do 5 per day, and then just go into that View Activity Log maybe like every 3 days to make sure that those people actually accepted your friend request. And then the people that did become your friend, that's where this whole inviting process comes along from, of just saying, hey, you don't even, I wouldn't even say like, hey, thanks for becoming my friend, because that's kind of weird. But I would just look on their page. For example, I'll look at April's and kind of like go like scroll through. Okay, so obviously she has 2 daughters, and I can say, hey, April, like it's been so long since, high school. your daughters are so cute. Are you still living in Sayreville? So you're making you're not vomiting about Beachbody. You're just making a comment. You're giving her a compliment, and then you're asking a question. So a comment plus a compliment plus a question equals a conversation. So you're going to start just having a conversation. You do not have to bring up Beachbody whatsoever. If they ask you about it, then you can. But this is just kind of like breaking the ice, and then they're going to be following you on Facebook, because what happens is when you send people a message on Facebook, Facebook sees that, okay, they're talking through a messenger, so I'm going to show April more of Rose's posts. Because believe it or not, even though I'm friends with April, she might not see my post. Facebook is very sneaky with what they show to your friends. So I would say only about 5% of my friends actually see what I post. So if you think someone would make a great coach, or you think someone would make a great challenger, you're in a challenge group, make sure that you send them a message by just making a conversation. Make sure you like on their Facebook posts, and make sure you comment on their Facebook posts too, because that will also tell Facebook, hey, me and April are cool, and Facebook will show you more of April's posts and vice versa. April will see more of your posts when Facebook sees that you're actually connecting with that person, either through liking, commenting, sharing their posts, or sending them a message. Did I go too fast with that? I know I went through a lot really quickly. Okay. Let me just make sure I have I'm going through everything that I want to, because Facebook, I mean, there's tons and tons of stuff with Facebook. All right. So I think we've probably talked about this in Coach Basics too, is you want to be at least trying to post 1 to 3 times per day. I know if you're brand spanking new, try to at least get that one post out there, and think about the post ahead of time. So sometimes, like on the weekends, if I have like an hour or two, I'll literally, or like even if I'm in bed and I think of an idea, like I'll just write it down. That way, when it's kind of like high time on Facebook, meaning there's a lot of people on Facebook, that's when I want to post. I have something. I'm not kind of just like pulling something out of my butt and hoping that it works, because when it's sloppy and it's quick and you're just like, let me just put something out there so I get something out there, that's not the best as if you were to actually think of something, whether it is a recipe that you did, or your workout, or something motivational that you read with your personal development, or even something silly that happened like throughout your day, like all those little stories. And that's what you're really doing on Facebook, is you're telling little stories like it's a highlight reel of your life. I mean, of course, I think you can talk about faults, but always put a positive spin on it, like how you were able to overcome that certain obstacle that came in your way. So 1 to 3 times per day on Facebook, you want to be posting. The best times to post are roughly 9 a.m., noon, and between 8 and 10. And the reason being is that's when most people are on. 9 o'clock, most people are at work. They're checking their Facebook before they have to kind of shut things down and actually do work for the day. Noon is when people are usually at lunch, so people always get on their Facebook. And then 8 to 10 o'clock, people are usually on the couch, phone in their hand, and watching TV, scrolling through Facebook. The way that you can tell if it's your high time, meaning a lot more of your friends are on Facebook, if you are on a computer, see on the right-hand side where it has all these people, if I scroll down a little bit, it'll say more friends, 92. So for me, that's kind of like a medium high time. when I see this at like 150, then I know, okay, like that is the time to post. Like that's a good time. A lot of people are on. You can do it on your phone. I'm just kind of going through my phone. If you click on like a little person icon on the top on your app, it'll show you kind of the same scroll of people. Just scroll down and look for this number. And check that maybe like for a week straight at different times, and you'll kind of see where your high times are. If you have like a lot of friends that are moms, maybe they're on a lot between like 3 and 4 because their kids are napping, or maybe you're from a different time zone, so, or maybe like you moved from a different time zone, so all your time zone friends are in a different time. So just kind of pay attention to this, because what happens is when your Facebook post goes up and say 10, like this number shows 10, like 10 of your friends are on Facebook, and your post goes up and 10 of those people see it and don't do anything with it, so meaning they don't comment, they don't like or anything, that post will pretty much go dead very quickly, meaning Facebook says, okay, that's on her newsfeed, or it's on her 10 friends, their newsfeed, and no one liked it, no one commented, no one's gonna like this, and they literally just grab and pull it off of people's newsfeed, and it goes dead. No one ever sees it again unless they actually click on your page, but most people don't do that. Most people go to the newsfeed and they do this 4 hours, and that's all they do. So if you're not showing up in here, then your post isn't going to get any action. So make sure you're posting at those high times, and you're also, when people do like and when people do comment, be there to comment back, or say someone liked a post about your workout for the day. If they did that, then send them a message and say, hey, how you been? You don't have to talk about fitness right away. But that's kind of like a complete, like, open for you to message them because they liked your stuff, they commented on your stuff. Facebook is really about interacting with people, about forming those relationships and making connections with people. Because we're not about just selling people. Like, we want to figure out what people need and how we can fulfill that person's need and solve that problem for them. Let's see. So the way that you can be engaging on Facebook. So engaging means, how can you get likes? How can you get comments? How can you get shares? A good way is to actually ask for it. So sometimes I'll put up a recipe and I'll put up the picture of the cookies and I'll give a little background of it. Like on my like page, I put one about like the gluten-free cookies I made, and like I've tried a million recipes before and this one's the best, and it has no sugar in it either, and it's husband approved. Who would like this recipe? If you do, like this post. So you're really telling people what to do with the post. I'm saying like it. Or say I'm giving a shout out to a coach for rank advancing, and I'll say, hey, Lisa turned Emerald today. Most of you Beachbody coaches don't know what that means, but it means that she, stepped up her game in her business and she's able to help a lot more people and also earn an income for her. If you know Lisa, comment below with congratulations. So you're telling people what to do. Or you can do like, share this if you want to, like, share this, like if you have a quote, share this with someone that you might, or share this if you feel the same way, or share this if you think this would help somebody else. Another way that you can be engaging is asking questions. So I know this might sound really silly, but I think I even posted what someone did on her page. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So Lisa asked on her page about Elf on the Shelves. Like, it seems so silly, but she got over like 15 comments on the name of Elf in the Shelves and all those questions about Elf on the Shelves. I mean, that's just a great way to get people to, know you. It's silly, but then when you do post about health and fitness, all those people that liked and commented on that post are way more likely to see your next post. So that's why you don't always want to talk about health and fitness. Number one is because we're not all just health and fitness all day, 24/7. We have other parts of our life that people want to see, and that's how they feel like they can connect with us. And two, like, that's how we do get a bigger eye view on our health and fitness posts, is by posting something that's engaging, like asking a question. Or sometimes I'll, have two dresses and, make a collage picture and say, which dress should I wear for Christmas, A or B? And then people will just pick A, B, A, B, B. And then my next post could be about my next challenge group. Bam! Like, that is a great way to get more views on that challenge group post, because a lot of people posted on that previous post about which dress you should wear. Or you could do, which haircut do you think I should do? Or what color should my hair be? Or if you're thinking about going on a vacation to Florida, ask, what town is the best, that you've been to, or what hotel, or what sandals resort. Or there's so many ways that you can ask engaging questions to people and really be real and genuine. Like, ask a question that you would honestly want help with or had thought about. Or if you want advice from people about, like, a dress or a haircut or something like that, that's like a great opportunity to ask people. Any questions so far? No? Okay. I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. All right. So we did engaging. Asking for advice, highlight reel. Sorry, I'm just making sure that I'm hitting everything I want to. So also, like, with your Facebook posts, like I said, you don't always want to be about health and fitness. Do I have the sharing? Yeah. You want to be posting about other things. So you want to pick 5 other topics that you can talk about. So for me, of course I do health and fitness. I do recipes because I like to cook. I do my dog. I do, like, me and my husband stuff. I do like arts and crafts stuff. I do, like, going to the beach, and, like, me obviously being an entrepreneur. So those are other things that I talk about besides just health and fitness. So you have to think, like, all right, people who do crafts, they need to be healthy too, right? Or people that like running. You can't always run. Like, it gets cold in the winter, and being on the treadmill is absolutely horrible. I've been there. It sucks. Or people who, trying to think of another, people who really like to go to Disney. So some people are in, like, a lot of Disney groups on Facebook because they're obsessed with Disney. People who go to Disney, they need to be healthy and fit too. So you're looking for 5 other topics that you can talk about that other people would be interested. Maybe beauty or makeup or gardening, flowers, like that type of stuff. And be, like I said, real and genuine. And people are going to get to know you. Like, sometimes I'll see, like, a family member I haven't seen in 5 years, and they know everything about me. I'm like, oh my God, how do you know all this? They're like, oh, Facebook. I'm like, they don't comment, they don't do anything, but they're, like, watching me and they know everything. And that's when you know that you're doing a good job on Facebook, because you're opening up to people. And when you open up to people then trust you. People trust you helping them. And that's kind of where this comes along, of being open and sharing our stories on Facebook. So when we kind of had you do your coming out post, we wanted more than just, hey, I just ordered the 21-day fix and I'm going to start on January 4th. Who wants to join me? that kind of, people are going to say, why? Why should I join you? But if you say, I've really been struggling with my health and fitness. I've been really stressed out with work, and after work I would, I'd go out a lot, and I wasn't really taking care of myself. But my good friend Jessica, she was doing this program called the 21 Day Fix, and she had absolutely amazing results. And I figured, why not? Let me give it a shot. So I started working out every day and drinking this crazy shake. And wouldn't you know, 21 days later, I've lost 10 pounds and I feel absolutely amazing. It gave me the confidence to realize that I can help other people do the same thing with me. I'm running my first challenge group on January 4th. Would you want to join me? So you're giving people a background of why people should join you. And people are going to say, yeah, like I totally feel the same way. Like when I come home from work, I feel like crap. And all I do is want to eat stuff because I feel so bad about my life. And yeah, that was me. I would literally come home and eat, drink, whatever I wanted because I absolutely hated my job. But other people can relate to that. So that's where I'm getting at. You're telling your story so other people can relate to you. So not everyone is going to relate to my story. For example, moms. Moms really can't relate to me because I don't have kids. But dog moms might because I have a dog. So you're going to have a different brand, a different niche than any other Beachbody coach. So that's why just because I'm a Beachbody coach and you're a Beachbody coach and, so-and-so is a Beachbody coach, not everyone is going to relate to the same person. So that's why there's really an infinite number of people out there that you can help because people want to feel like they can relate to you. So make sure that you really open up and start kind of sharing your story. And it's going to take time and it's going to be fearful. Sometimes you're going to write something, you're going to hit enter and you're going to be like, crap, I want to delete that. I don't want that out there. And you know what? That's the only time you grow. And I've done that a couple times where I posted something and I was like, oh my God, like I want to delete it. Like I feel so uncomfortable. That's really like when you learn about yourself, when other people learn more about you. So that's when you know you're actually doing something, is when you're really, really scared of it. So know that it's okay to be scared and have fear, but know that if you push through that, that's where success is going to be. Make sure when you post you put a picture of yourself. I had this one person's Facebook up and she is a Beachbody coach. Is her name Stacy? And I had it up just for tonight to show you guys an example. But all she did was like post stock photos of Shaun T and Autumn Calabrese and like just, stock stuff that Beachbody does. And it's just like, no one's going to be interested in that. You look like your Facebook looks like an infomercial. No one's going to want to be a part of that. But let me pull up someone's Facebook. That's good. And I think in Coach Basics, we give you some coaches that you can follow to get some ideas from. And that's what you want to do. You kind of want to be like studying other people's Facebook. Let me share now. You want to be looking at other people's Facebook. That way you can get ideas. You don't want to copy exactly what people do, but use their Facebook just for some motivation and just to kind of get the wheels turning. So you're like, oh, like I know what I can write about. Like that got me thinking of, dot, dot, and dot. Sorry, I'm just trying to share my screen and it won't let me anymore. Let me try this one. All right. I got it back up. So Casey Fitzgerald is a person that I really like to follow because she's just so real, so genuine, and she's herself. She's not a copycat. She talks about living in New York. She talks about, she's absolutely silly, and that's who she is. She has a silly personality, and she was actually, she worked at Google, and she was able to leave her full-time job at Google, I think in like 9 months, which is obviously really, really fast. But you can see, like, she shares pictures about her team. Like, this was a recognition post for one of her coaches rank advancing. Like, you see her face. That's her brother. And that's really, like, that's all she does pretty much all day is post selfies. But this girl is definitely over a 6-figure earner. I think she's a 6 or 7-star diamond. And she just shares her life with people and is very real. So you can follow her, Casey Fitzgerald. She's really awesome. I really want to find that one coach that I couldn't, that her stuff made me cringe. So you just want to be posting photos of you, of things that are yours. If you want to post stuff about the 21 Day Fix or PIO, do it with you holding it, or even get put your phone like on a table with a book, or I have like a tripod, and it actually holds my phone when I'm doing my workout. So if I want to video it, or if I want to take pictures, it does it. Or I sometimes use my laptop as well. I think this girl's name starts with an S. And no, it's not Sam. Well, maybe it is Sarah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with finding this girl. But anyways, I think you get my point. Like, you don't, want to be posting this on your Facebook. That's saying, hi, I'm Rose. I'm trying to sell you something. Nobody wants that. But this is, hey, I'm Rose. I just worked out and I'm drinking something. Did I mention Shakeology in this? No. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Hey, this is me doing my workout. It's not me saying, hey, I'm Autumn Calabrese. Because you're not Autumn Calabrese. You're Sammy, you're Lisa, you're Rose. You're your own individual. We're not trying to be Beachbody. Beachbody does a ton of, product development, and they do the infomercials. People know Beachbody because Beachbody does a good job doing this for us. We want to be ourselves. That's who we're representing, is ourselves. So no stock Beachbody photos. Put pictures up of yourself. The third thing, and I think I did this, and I think every new coach does this, you put your website up on a post. What's the likelihood of someone actually clicking that and buying something? I would say slim to none. You want to save that for behind closed doors. So behind when you're messaging and talking to people, and make sure that you're using that how to have a conversation document in the Coach Basics group. It's in the file section right here. And it walks you through how to have a conversation with someone, because sometimes you get excited and you Beachbody vomit on someone, and you're like, oh, you're interested in the 21 Day Fix, and you're like, ah! And you tell them absolutely everything you know about the 21 Day Fix. Where if you just slow down and ask them, yeah, sure, I can tell you all about it. Why are you interested? So you make it all about them and not just about vomiting this information on them. And this really goes with the Go Pro approach. So that's like one of the first personal development books we want you guys to read or listen to. So if you haven't done that yet, that is like a big, big, big must. And my business really changed when I finally started doing the steps of GoPro and how he, approaches having a conversation with someone. What else can I say? So with doing your pictures too, there are so many awesome apps on Facebook. I think we already went through some of them in Coach Basics. But a few of the ones that I like are Rhonna Design, RHONNA, PicsArt, that's really good for doing like collages. PhotoGrid, that's a good one for collages. WordSwag for putting words on photos. WordSwag. And then my favorite one is Aviary. AVIARY. And that's just for just making pictures stand out, look good. A lot of times I have horrible lighting in my house, but with Aviary, I can make it look like I'm on the sun. Like it just brightens things up. It makes it look good. Because when you're scrolling through Facebook and you see so many pictures and they're dark and they're not, they're not bright, I'm not gonna stop at them. I'm gonna keep on scrolling and trying to find something that piques my interest. So if I see a person, I'm way more likely to stop at a person's picture than I am at a bunch of words. But that's just me. And that's what you have to figure out too. When you're scrolling through Facebook, ask yourself, what stands out to me? What am I attracted to? Am I attracted to bright colors, people's pictures, words? Like what's going to make you personally stop and look at someone's post? And when you're posting something, ask yourself, okay, are people going to stop and look at this? Is this giving value to people? If this was on my news feed, would I actually stop and look, like, and post on it? Uh-oh, my computer's about to die. Give me one second. Okay, we're plugged in. Yeah, I'm okay. I was plugging in the thing. So using those apps just to make your pictures look pretty, I mean, it takes 5 seconds and it's definitely worth doing that extra 5 seconds to make your pictures look good. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is you don't want to share other people's things. So say I saw Danielle's pretty salad and recipe. How do you share? I don't even know. Oh, here. And I think it's interesting and I want to share it. Oh, it already has been shared to my timeline. So I'm just going to actually go to it and delete it. Sorry, Danielle. So the reason why you don't want to share another post is when I see that on a news feed, people know it's not coming from you. People know it's not your original. So say I really did like Danielle's salad, I could just save that photo. And if it's a fellow coach, I would ask, but most of the time it's kind of like free game, meaning like we always share things with the team. So, totally feel free. Even if it's like a before and after picture, if a coach posted their before and after picture, you can, use it too. I'm trying to find that salad. But what you can do is like for me, I'm on a Mac. I can just click the photo, drag to my desktop, and it will save it. And then I can write the recipe for it. That way, when it's showing up in the newsfeed, people see it's from me. People don't see that it's from Danielle. And just like, if people go to your page and all they see is like shared, it just looks sloppy and it just doesn't look original. So if you see something that you like, you can save the picture and make it your own, or use the same idea and make it your own. Anything else? All right, I think we're good for tonight. I kind of went over a little over, but I wanted to kind of leave some time for questions. I'll unmute you guys. Sammy or Lisa, do you have any questions?
Is this the book that you were talking about? Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have it on the audience. You know if they do?
Yeah, you can go to SoundCloud and get it for free. Don't worry about it, Sammy.
Sorry, it was annoying me.
It's okay. Yeah, SoundCloud, you can get GoPro for free, and you can get the compound effect for free.
Oh, nice.
And then there's also, what's that one with Amazon?
Oh, Audible.
Mm-hmm. And you can do like 30 days for free, and you only get like one. Or if you go past like the 30 days, I think it's like $15.95. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's worth it or not. But I also like listening to podcasts too. You get a lot of good personal development, and that's all free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at my notes when you were talking if I had questions.
Oh, that's okay.
But I think you were answering them as I was thinking of them.
Okay.
You always seem to cover them all.
Yeah, I try.
I mean,
there's so much with Facebook. It's really, a learn as you go, and you'll hear one coach say something that's gonna be like, like that clicks, or you'll even just find little things on your own that work. So, and I really say pick two coaches that you really like, whether it's Keisha Fitzgerald or Nicole Jones or Melanie Mitro. Those are all pretty top coaches that you can follow to get ideas from. And they're all a little bit different. One's a mom, one's the ex-Google executive and whatnot. So you'll find someone that kind of meshes with your style, and it's good to get ideas from.
I don't ever use any hashtags, and I notice people are always doing hashtags. Should I try to start using some? I make them up. I don't.
Yeah, I make them silly.
Do they do hashtags on Facebook? Is that?
Yeah. So you can do your thing and then do hashtags. Mostly they're for Instagram, but if you hit the hashtag on Facebook, you'll get a whole thing.
I didn't know.
I mean, do people really find you that way? Probably not, but
people like to read hashtags.
Yeah, people like to read hashtags. They're, if they're funny, they.
Yeah.
I'm not that clever usually, but they're funny. Now Instagram and Twitter, do a lot of people use that? I mean, I'm not I'm on Twitter, but I don't I just use it to read news and stuff. But do a lot of coaches use that?
A lot of coaches use everything. And I would say you definitely want to do Facebook and then something else. And that's totally up to you, what you feel comfortable with. And what you feel is whatever you feel is your strong suit. Like say you think you're way better on Twitter than you are on Facebook, then focus on Twitter until you kind of have that down. But then just still add 5 people per day on Facebook. So really focus in one place. And then once you kind of have a good grasp on that, then you can move to the next social media. I wouldn't do Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Periscope, 4box, whatever. Then you're going to be putting yourself out too thin and struggling, and it's going to be a mess.
I love to see. You don't watch this week?
No, you should not.
What?
You shut the TV off. Sorry.
That's okay.
Good night. That was all I had questions. I'm trying to think of other questions. Be good. I think we covered everything.
Cool.
Yeah, I just got to get used to posting. I mean, I'm trying.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, and that's all you can do in the beginning is just do one post here, one post there. I think Christmas is an awesome time to post like family stuff and like your tree and presents and your dog dressed up in some stupid fruit thing the washer lady gave him. I mean, that's what I did today. I gave him like this collar thing with jingle bells on it.
Nice.
Like, my dog's a male. My husband came home and took it right off. He's like, that girly thing.
So Gina and I have been texting each other each day, like, I've got 2 up, what do you got? And she'll send me, oh, I'm behind 1 and I'll get it later. And so we've been trying to keep each other accountable. Like, did you post? Have you posted? We do the 9, 12, and then we try to do later. So we're always checking in, her and I, trying to like get ourselves to post. Her posts are great. I mean, she writes so many things, and I read hers. And did you see that one that she did this week with her arm? She got like 100 and some likes.
Did she?
It was huge.
I have so many like Beachbody coaches. My news feed is just like jam packed.
That's all mine is now. I mean, it's fun. Yeah. I love it because now I'm like, where's my friends?
Well, and that's what you have to realize too, that once you become friends with like the team and all these Beachbody people, that's all you're going to be seeing in your news feed. So yeah. Make sure to go to your friend's news feed, because then Facebook's going to say, all right, Lisa went to her friend Jen's, and now I'm going to show more of Jen's. Because you do want to make sure you're reaching out to those friends that are not Beachbody coaches. Believe it or not, like when you see your news feed, you're like, holy shit, there's so many Beachbody coaches out there. No, it's just that what Facebook's showing you on your news feed.
Right, I'm constantly going in to all. I've got like 4 groups right now, so I'm constantly going in to all my groups, and then they're all on my feed, and every once in a while I get a friend. I'm like,
exactly.
But I mean, I'm enjoying it because I love seeing everybody's stuff and learning and reading and constantly getting. And I stole somebody's, the oatmeal thing I stole off of Team Beachbody this morning. I just was like, oh, I love this. And I just took it and put it on my Facebook.
And like that too, I would save the picture and then copy and paste like the recipe and then like write something up of, oh my God, like this looks so good, whatever.
Okay, so I shouldn't have copied that.
Yeah, don't share it. Is that what you did, was share it?
No. I took it from go on my page. Can you see my page? I took it from Team Beachbody, and it was just the recipe. And I posted my breakfast today. So
yeah, I see it.
I just took it. Yeah. Well, I did share it from Beachbody, but it doesn't say that I shared it.
Yeah, but like it comes out like this. Like, yeah. So for me, like I know it's coming from another place, and a lot of like people will see, okay, it's just something that she quote unquote shared. So just save this to your computer or just save it to your phone. And then it might seem like, all right, a couple extra steps, but it's definitely worth having more. And then
just save the picture, you mean, and then write the recipe myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, just copy and paste the recipe.
Take that down.
What?
Should I take that down?
No, leave it up. And then you could also say like, oh, it's so important, like make sure you eat breakfast. Like, so you want to just give people kind of like good advice, so that would be a great way to, a reason why you're sharing this.
Take a picture of my own breakfast.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I got to get better at that. I got to really start with the meals and the recipes. My goal is to make recipes out of this book continuously for January, because I just piece my meals together that work for me, but I've got to start really piecing great meals together that I can share for others.
Well, I mean, if they're simple meals, some people need simple meals.
People like that, yeah.
Some people don't like making all this extravagant stuff because they don't have time. They look at a recipe with like 20 different ingredients and they won't even look at it because it's too much. So I think just be you, and if that's what you're doing, don't change yourself. But if you're making something,
Right, because it works for me. Like my
Already.
diet is pretty, I do the same foods almost all the time, and they're working for me. Obviously, I'm losing weight, I'm getting fitter, and I'm feeling better. So I guess I just have to be more me and not try to be different.
yeah, I agree.
That's what I got to remember.
And you see, like right down here, like right now, it's at like 120, whereas before it was like 90. So this is a better time to post.
Mine was at like 219. How is that possible?
How many friends do you have?
I don't know. I didn't think I had that many.
Or maybe a lot more people are on for you at that time. Maybe
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that are kind of like
Let me see.
all over the place.
But they're not all lit up. That's the weird thing. It just shows their little phone.
Yeah, I don't even look at that. I just look at the number.
So it says like more friends says 5, and then I got another one that says more friends that says 219.
You have two numbers
Yes.
coming from where?
My phone.
And then where's the other number coming from?
Can you see my phone? Or is it blurry?
No,
Can't really see it. So
it's hard.
like it shows more friends on, and then it shows all in green, and then underneath it says more friends, and it just shows their phone but not lit up.
So that may be your total friends.
Total friends.
Hmm.
Maybe it does it different on the phone.
Yeah, I'm on the computer. So I don't know.
I'd have to get on my computer and see, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
I see.
You see that now on your phone?
Yeah, I just do the ones that are lit up.
Right, so that's more realistic. I have 6.
Yeah, mine's only 18. So.
Okay, so I mean, when I saw 219, I'm like, there is something wrong there, because if she only has like 120,
Yeah, you only have like 300 friends, so that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I started off with 400 friends.
Hmm.
Not many at all. I know,
What do
and
you
this
have
is
now?
the time too to get friends if you're going to holiday parties, family parties, friend requests, anyone, baby showers. You know, I friend request everyone because if I don't that day, I'll completely forget. But at least you get them like right there and then they're watching and following you. So that's also a great way to add friends too.
What about your big Facebook picture? I notice everyone has like collages, or they have different activities. Is that like a key thing to change or look to create?
For your Facebook, I would definitely have a picture. Oh, where am I? I would have a picture of you. Let me see if I can find someone like with Kirsten. I don't see her face. I don't know who she is. So I would just have a nice clear picture of
Mine,
you.
it's me and my daughter, and then on the top it's my daughters and my nephew.
You know, Facebook is all about like branding yourself. So, you know, your family is a part of your brand. I would probably change the cover photo to be something maybe with you and family. So like people see you.
Right. Okay. But is the little one okay? You can see me, or should I switch that up?
Can you blow it up?
Yeah, maybe I can, or I'll just look for a single shot of my head.
Because even when you're scrolling through the news feed, like I don't know who that is because it's too far away.
Okay.
If I'm scrolling and I see just a picture, you know, it's clear. I know who it is. Or like when people started putting that like that cover for Paris over there.
Right.
I didn't know who anyone was because everyone had the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I love Paris, but I didn't know who anyone was. So that's why, yeah, you want that face of your picture.
Okay.
Do a selfie, plain and simple.
Selfie.
All right. I will. I gotta wait till I get my hair all done. So look at that.
Make it good.
That's what I do too. Like on the weekends, if my hair is done, I have makeup on. I'm not in sweatpants and whatever. I take a lot of pictures. That way, during the week, I can pull from them. So sometimes I'll take pictures, or like my dog. Like he didn't get clean today. He got clean yesterday. But I was doing like I did a lot of things yesterday. I baked. I went to the zoo. So I saved that for today because I knew
Mhm.
because I wanted to space things out. So I'm kind of planning ahead what I'm posting.
I did that today with my, I got my hammer and chisel yesterday, but I didn't have time to do anything. So I quick this morning before I left for work, took a picture and then I post it later.
Very good.
Yep. Good.
All right, I got to work on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Get it
You
tight.
got it. You got it.
I think I gotta change mine. Just 'cause I'm like one of 4 people on my thing.
I know, you don't think about it, but then you look at everybody else and you can
Me
see right
and-
away that you're Steve Rose.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, like I'm like, who's Sammy? Which one is she?
And I was like just looking at my pictures. There's just a lot of me and my sister. So it's
I like this one. I like the wedding.
Well, I feel like I gotta just keep that, but
Yeah.
everything. The profile picture though, I gotta get like a better this face on there.
Hey, Christmas is the perfect time.
I know that's the truth. I've been trying to take more pictures just because like I want to take more pictures. So I have a bunch of Thanksgiving pictures I should use.
Yeah.
Like where I look nice. So I'll have to crop
And then
everything out.
use those in your, use that in your blog too.
Yeah. Well, that's why I've been doing like double duty with all this stuff. It's like learning how to take pictures and things like that.
And you could also, like, anything you post on Facebook, you can write a blog about it, or vice
Yeah.
versa.
I've been trying to like cross-reference it in my head. Like if I do this, I can do this for the website, and all this Facebook stuff works for the blog too. Because it's like I didn't really know what time to post things, so it's all like win-win-win. So it's great.
Cool. Yeah, you got a good setup there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, ladies. Anything else?
No, that was good. I actually learned like a lot more than I thought I was going to learn about Facebook. Like,
I mean, there's a ton more. I
yeah.
think I might do our next team call on Facebook too. Different stuff. So that'd be a good one to get on.
So how are we doing our next one? Because next week's the holidays and Thursday's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. I think I'm going to do a team call on Monday night, and I'll post that tomorrow morning. And then I think if we want to do another Coach Basics call, we'll probably do it the week after. So like the calendar.
The 28th. The 28th week.
Yeah.
28th.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we'll shoot for something that week to kind of close the group out, because I think by then Coach Basics will be done with our posting.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And then how often do you do the team calls? Every week?
Every week. Usually I have a set day. Like usually we do like Thursdays at 9, but it's just been kind of crazy with the holidays, and I like to get guest speakers so I'm not the only one that's speaking, so you can hear from other coaches.
Right.
So I usually just try and post it in the team page as early as I can, and then like keep the asterisks on it. So just kind of keep an eye up on the team page, or you could just always ask me. But it's always between either 8 and 9 o'clock at night, because everyone else, everyone has a day job. So
Okay.
Sounds good.
cool. All right, ladies, enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll, if you have any questions, of course, ask me. Post things in Coach Basic. Like if you're having a conversation with someone, just post it in there and say like, what do I say next? Is this good? Is this bad? Like, you kind of use each other to get advice and have some support with that too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
Night. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.